Greetings, YouTube. This is part 2 of the electrical enclosure build that I am working on. This is a machine local station. It allows maintenance personnel like millwrights, electricians, and saw filers to position any portion of the machine this part controls into a favorable position for maintenance. Okay, now I'm just going to pop open this box here and pull out this back panel, which mounts all of our main power distribution and control components. Do a little quick look over, check the damage, and then I'm going to flip it over and clean off all that pressing grease that all pressed metal has to go through. It also helps the belt markers to lay it down, the markings, and doesn't smudge. And I don't like touching these. Yep. I'm measuring twice if I can, double checking everything, making sure it's all straight. In a second, I'm going to get my DIN rail components, making sure they fit nicely in the markings you see there. I'm going to grab the ground lug, put it there behind my tape measure. Nice big lug to mount a piece of, or terminate a piece of 2-aught ground wire to. Some knows like use a big fat piece of ground wire. That's just everything. Just going to mark out my slots. I portion it out evenly. Then I'm putting the DIN rail for the power supply and the switch box. Now I am working with this aerated raceway. It's made by a company called Conduit. It's Conduit, but we call it Conduit. Making sure everything fits nicely to the proper length. And I'm just carefully just tracing out the slots. And now I'm going to drill it out. After I'm done drilling it out, I'm going to grab a bottle of tapping oil or cutting fluid. And I'm going to cut some threads for the power supply mounting rail, the switch box, and ground lug. Ground lug's a 1/4-20. DIN rail is going to be 1032. Switch box 832. That's the thread size. And everything else will just get riveted. Now I'm just going to shape my conduit so before I do a final rivet down. I might have to cut off a few fingers here and there. And when I mean fingers, I'm not talking about my own, obviously. Conduit fingers, you know, those white little things you see being pulled off the side of that conduit, or conduit per se. And now I begin installing rivets. They're just little pop rivets. Simple device, and I have a nice little pneumatic riveting gun that will just pull those sticks through and make that a secure fasten. And then I'm going to mount my second piece of conduit, or the final piece per se. Make sure it's shaped nicely, looks nice. Placed in the right position. And now I'm going to mount my DIN rails. And I'm going to use a washer just to give it a little extra surface area, just so it stays down nice and firm. And that small piece of DIN rail in the middle there, we'll just screw it down with a 1032 stainless steel mushroom head screw. Need that extra strength because there's going to be a power supply on it. Power supplies have a fair bit of weight to them. Now I mount the power supply, throw up the panel. Now I start placing the lamicoids, or the identifying markers. And I stop off, I put my ground sticker there. It's supposed to have a ground symbol. It's a Canadian Standards Association requirement for all industrial controls, doesn't matter who you work for. CSA is the boss. Look at that, sexy. Nice, good looking panel. Yes, slow-mo over accentuates things, but it looks cool. Okay, now I start putting down terminal blocks. These are the termination points. When we terminate, that means screw and clamp down the wire ends. It's the terminus point of the wire. That's why we call them terminals. They help us make the wiring jobs clean and well organized. Without them, you just got those ugly wire. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the latest content and videos. Take care and have a nice day.